Let's talk about the recent controversy surrounding Deion Sanders and his comments about Nikko Reed supposedly quitting the team. While Sanders' remarks seem straightforward, we'll explore whether there could be more to the story than meets the eye. Join us as we take a closer look at this unfolding drama. As the transfer portal opens up, several college football programs have already experienced the departure of their players, and the University of Colorado is no exception. The program has seen 3 of its players decide to leave, making a significant blow to the team's roster. Among these departures is Nikko Reed, a defensive back who is arguably the most valuable player of the 3 based on his performance last season. According to 247 Sports, Reed has been a key player in Colorado's defense, starting in every single game last season. Notably, he played a crucial role in filling the shoes of Christian Gonzalez, who left the team to join Oregon. Despite the team's lackluster performance, Reed's standout stats attest to his talent. With 42 tackles, 2.5 tackles for loss, 1 sack, 2 interceptions, and 9 pass deflections, his departure will likely be felt by the team and raises questions about the program's state moving forward. Nikko Reed, a 3-star prospect hailing from Hayward, California, decided to join the University of Colorado's football program in 2021. At the time of his commitment, Reed was ranked as the number 178th athlete and number 214 prospect in California. He received offers from 8 other universities, including Air Force, Army, Colorado State, and Fresno State, but ultimately chose the Buffaloes as his new team. Reed's announcement to enter the transfer portal makes the 3rd departure of the Buffaloes secondary. Dylan Dixon, the top recruit in last year's class, and Keyshawn Mills, a corner, have also announced their intentions to transfer. Although Reed's departure will undoubtedly have an impact, Colorado has reason to remain optimistic about their defense come fall. The Buffaloes still have the top-ranked corner from the past 2 classes on their roster, which would provide some stability in the secondary. Additionally, the team has recently acquired multiple transfers in the defensive back position, making the secondary slightly overcrowded. While the loss of Reed is disappointing, Colorado's coaching staff can find solace in the depth of their defensive backfield. Deion Sanders, the head coach of the University of Colorado football team, is facing a challenging numerical puzzle in the upcoming weeks. NCAA regulations stipulate that a coach can only have a maximum of 85 scholarship players per year. However, Sanders has ambitious plans to enhance his roster, having already recruited 42 new players and expressing a desire to add even more. This raises the question, what will become of the 51 players who were already on the active roster before Sanders' arrival? How many of them will need to be culled from the herd? Sanders has a solution to this dilemma, stating that
we don't weed anyone out. They weed themselves out.
It remains to be seen how the numbers will work out and what actions Sanders will take to comply with the NCAA regulations while achieving his goals for the team. This situation highlights the complex challenges faced by college coaches in managing their rosters and the strategic decisions required to build a successful program within the constraints of the rules. When Deion Sanders met the players on the University of Colorado football team in December, he issued a bold challenge. "We're going to try and make you quit." These were the same players who had struggled to a 1-11 record the previous season, and Sanders was determined to bring a new level of intensity and competition to the program. Now, as the Buffaloes approach the end of their spring practice season, they face a critical moment of reckoning. The team will play a sold-out intra-squad game at Folsom Field on Saturday, and Sanders has made it clear that this is no ordinary scrimmage. In addition to providing players with a chance to prove themselves on a big stage, the game will be closely watched by new recruits who are considering joining the program in the future. Sanders has already signed an impressive number of new players as part of his plan to revitalize the team, and he has indicated that more could be on the way. With the specter of potential replacements looming, every player on the field will be under pressure to perform at their best. The stakes are high, and the outcome of this game could have significant implications for the future of the Buffaloes football program. Deion Sanders is eagerly anticipating the upcoming weekend, describing it as phenomenal. He expects several top high school players and potential recruits to visit the university and hopes to impress them with the beautiful campus and city. Sanders sees this as an opportunity to further bolster the Buffaloes roster as part of one of the most significant college football overhauls of the off-season. After a dismal 1-11 season last year, the Buffaloes have made a major push to rebuild their team, starting with an impressive haul of transfers. According to 247 Sports, They currently have the nation's #1 recruiting class of transfers for 2023, featuring 14 four-year college transfers and 7 graduate transfers who have been working hard in spring practice. However, Sanders knows that there's always room for improvement, and with the transfer portal now open until April 30th, there could be more changes to come. Since the start of spring practice, Deion Sanders and his coaching staff have been meticulously analyzing the current roster to determine how much more they can improve the team. The extent of their roster makeover is unique because until recently, players were prohibited from transferring to a different school without being forced to sit out a year of competition. In addition, Colorado has removed the academic barriers that previously limited the ability of players to transfer to their schools. Sanders has stated that he is not displeased that some players have entered the transfer portal and left the team. He went on to say that the coaching staff is delighted with the newcomers who have already signed up, stating that they are game changers and have the potential to make a significant difference for the program. As a sophomore cornerback, Nikko Reed started every game last year for the Colorado Buffaloes. However, despite his success, he decided to enter the transfer portal because he felt there was no future for him on the team. The reason for the decision was due to the high level of competition at his position, with the addition of top recruits Travis Hunter and Cormani McClain, who is ranked as the #1 cornerback recruits in the nation in 2022 and 2023 respectively, according to 247 Sports. In a post on Twitter, Reed expressed his appreciation for Coach Prime and the new coaching staff and their efforts to improve the Colorado Buffaloes. Nonetheless, he regretfully announced his departure from the team, saying, "I am still confident in what Coach Prime and the new coaching staff will do for the Colorado Buffaloes, but I am sad to see that I will not be part of it." Following the opening of the transfer portal, several players from last year's team announced their intention to leave, including defensive tackle Tyus Martin and running back Jale Stacks. Stacks had to face stiff competition at his position, with graduate transfer Kevo C. Smoke set to join the program this summer from Kentucky. Smoke, who's optimistic about the program's future, said in an interview with USA Today Sports that the influx of new talent will help the team turn things around and boost their recruiting prospects. He also pointed out that winning is the key to keeping Colorado on the map, and he sees the situation not as a challenge, but as an opportunity. Former Minnesota and Old Dominion defensive end Dave Harris echoed Smoke's sentiment, announcing on Saturday that he was transferring to Colorado. He posted a picture of himself and Sanders on Twitter captioned with, "We coming." According to Sanders, some players had already made the decision to leave the team before a sold-out spring game that was nationally televised. However, Sanders clarified that the players ultimately quit the team by jumping into the transfer portal. He also emphasized that he did not force anyone to leave the team. Sanders required his players to earn their preferred jersey numbers during the spring practice by wearing blank jerseys until they earned them. Notably, the first 3 players to earn their jersey numbers were all the new transfer players, including receiver Jimmy Horn from South Florida, defensive lineman Shane Cokes from Dartmouth, and Travis Hunter from Jackson State, who was the nation's #1 high school recruit in 2022. Sanders praised Hunter's talent, saying he is even better than he was at the same age and stage. The impact of the roster overhaul has been significant, as the team has added several talented new players, while others have decided to transfer. Sanders hopes that the additions will help turn the program around and lead to more success on the field. Do you think Sanders' strategy of using the transfer portal to rebuild the team is a smart move? Who do you think will be the key players for the Buffaloes in the upcoming season? Drop your thoughts in the comment section. We'll see you in the next one. Peace.